EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. In motion right, Debo. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing here, Purdy. Pushes past him. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And just shutting him off there. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Design run here for Ayuk. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's brought down. 15 more there. It's another first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Jake Moody now for the point after. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here comes K.J. Osborne out of his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now, the scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Takes it to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Osborne on the return from his end zone.
Pushing his way through. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already. As it,
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Oh, some strong running. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Keep it up, good ball, baby. Right there, we can do it. Come on.
Here's 2nd and 3. Jefferson going to go in motion right.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
21-0 our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Murray going to fire one out wide. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to... Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. So nothing doing there. And it'll be fourth down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Going quickly out to the right side. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 55 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Vikings 15-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time he just didn't get it.
Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead. Moody good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Vikings nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That will third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Osborne motions left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
And it's
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Hold on, ready? Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
A final shot before half for Murray. And his throw here is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd and 6.
At the 47-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Purdy.
At the 34-yard line.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
What's going on, guys? 2-2. Get the ball back.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
That's out to the left and complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
82 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
2nd down and goal.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it.
Touchdown! George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Vikings nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Osborne on the return from it.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now Purdy.
Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Cameron Latu, his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. On second down, they'll run it here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Off the RPO, he completes it. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
They'll set up a throw.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
Skirts by at the 15, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll still have a third and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
Purdy now to throw. That's to the pylon, incomplete. The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big... And now off to the races down the right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 12. First down.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, they'll run it here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. That's complete left side to Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Down to about the 45. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you can hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed asleep.
So for San Francisco, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move